Brexit is the political issue facing the UK at the present time, perhaps the biggest issue the country's faced since the Second World War. It's also an extremely significant issue for the rest of the European Union. A European Union, of course, that's been beset by numerous major crises over the past decade, of which Brexit is only the most recent. That said, it's crucial that we try to understand the politics of the present moment, both in the UK and in the EU, and the interactions between both of these contexts. It's crucial that we try to understand the possible outcomes of Brexit with reference not to anecdote but to empirical data. It's important that we try to reflect on the implications of possible Brexit scenarios for the economics and politics of both the UK and the rest of the EU.
I work as a research fellow at the Sheffield Political Economy Research Institute, or SPERI for short, which works closely with the Department of Politics. As political economists, we're interested in how Brexit is shaped by and also impacts upon different economic interests and social groups within the UK. One strand of our work, for example, examines the relation between Brexit and the north of England. We show that the north has historically been more dependent on EU structural funds and on trade with the EU and London and the south east. We also analyse the way in which British business groups have attempted to secure their interests within the EU, for example in the field of employment rights. The British economy is distinguished by its large and internationalised financial centre concentrated in the City of London. Our research analyses the positioning of private and public actors within alternative European financial centres such as Frankfurt, Paris and Dublin in the aftermath of the Leave vote. We show these actors are seeking to attract vulnerable subsectors away from the city. They're also attempting to utilise Brexit as a bargaining chip in order to secure pro-business regulatory reform inside the EU. As well as producing world-leading research, SPERI runs numerous events, blogs and policy briefings which are designed to together impact on the public debate. Together, SPERI and the Departments of Politics therefore produces world-leading research into the political economy of Brexit and into European capitalism more broadly.
Brexit poses a big challenge for the European Union. The questions that arise from this are several. First of all, will Brexit actually bring the European Union closer together? A former professor in this department used to refer to Britain as an awkward partner in the European Union. Will the exit of this awkward partner and the election of Emmanuel Macron in France, will this give new dynamism to the European Union? It's been facilitated by the publication of the White Paper on the Future of Europe by the European Commission, which was on the anniversary of the signing of the Treaty of Rome. So lots of ideas are about. Will it be a more EU Commission-focused Europe? Will Germany become the powerhouse of Europe? Will France and Germany be the new driving force, reviving a momentum that they had up until the start of the Eurozone crisis? These are the kinds of questions that people like me in the department are working on right now.
With our extensive expertise on both EU and British politics, we as a department are uniquely placed to offer insights on the implications of Brexit, both for UK politics but also for broader EU politics into the future.